Good afternoon. I want to thank Supervisor and Board Chair Catherine Barger, Council President Nuri Martinez, Dr. Clayton Kazan, the Coronavirus Testing Coordinator for LA County and Los Angeles County Fire Department Medical Director, and Dr. Barbara Ferrer, Director of the Department of Public Health, and all of the city and county leaders who have been working nonstop to respond to this coronavirus pandemic. I am here today to announce a positive step forward in the Los Angeles response to the coronavirus pandemic. My office and our city and county partners have been working round the clock to secure test kits to increase testing for the coronavirus. To combat this coronavirus, we must identify, isolate, and treat. And we know that nations that have gained the upper hand in this pandemic have prioritized testing. As of Friday, March 20th, 25,200 tests have been conducted in all of California, with only 2,400 tests completed in LA County. That is why Board Chair Barger, Supervisor Solis, Council President Martinez, and I, in addition to the testing already contracted by the city and the county, have secured 20,000 new tests for the coronavirus, with the ability to locally run and process 5,000 tests per day by this Friday. This agreement has been made with Seegene Technologies Incorporated, based in South Korea, with U.S. operations in San Francisco. They are approved for testing in South Korea and the European Union and are in process for U.S. FDA approval. Seegene is responsible for the majority of all coronavirus tests performed in South Korea. Their current global production capacity is 1 million tests per week, with a new production goal set to 2 million tests per week by mid-April. More importantly, as we ramp up this new production goal, Seegene has committed to providing 100,000 tests per week for the Los Angeles area, with the test processing capacity to run 30,000 tests per day through their national network of laboratories that they have already begun building. Seegene tests are currently being used in over 40 countries worldwide, including Italy, Germany, France, Spain, UK, Australia, and Israel. And we have the president of Seegene Technologies U.S. operations here today to answer any specific questions. Every minute counts, and in order to deploy these tests immediately, our offices have been working together to cut through the red tape. And combined $1.25 million of our own discretionary funds to buy these 20,000 tests and get them out as quickly as possible. These tests will be free to the public. And the first round of these newly acquired tests, as mentioned by Supervisor Barger, will prioritize healthcare workers and first responders on the front lines of this crisis. Dr. Clayton Kazan will speak more on that rollout shortly. But of equal importance and concurrent to this rollout, we will be working to both identify and contract with additional test kit manufacturers to secure more tests and laboratories, both public and private, to secure greater lab capacity. But as we have seen, this pandemic has created temporary global bottlenecks and shortages. We need more than just lab capacity and tests. We need to secure the critical materials that makes testing possible: swabs, gloves, trays, and more. Which is why the City and County of Los Angeles will be working together to address critical shortages and to source and acquire the materials we need locally. Council President Martinez will speak more on that. Now, please bear in mind, with increased testing will most likely come with an increase in the number of reported infections. As epidemiologists and public health officials alike will tell you, this does not necessarily mean we are having an outbreak of new infections. Rather, testing is helping us identify our current problem so that our public health officials can better isolate and treat the problem. We cannot beat a pandemic we cannot see. And we cannot properly address this crisis until we better understand it. The United States has fallen behind other nations in response to this pandemic, and we can't wait on the federal government to fix it. We need to take action ourselves. Los Angeles is not going to wait around. Los Angeles is working with manufacturers around the globe. Los Angeles is expanding our lab capacity and addressing material shortages. Los Angeles is working day and night to ramp up testing for coronavirus to the scale it requires. Let me be clear. This is just the beginning. And there's a lot of work left to be done, and everyone needs to be involved, from government to academia to private industry, to meet this crisis head on. Only then can we get the critical information that we need to meet this crisis head on, as Angelenos do, with courage, with hope, and with partnership across our city and across the globe. To speak a little bit more about the next steps, I'd like to invite up my colleague of the Los Angeles City Council, Council President Ryu.